G'day fellas, and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the west side of the map, playing in the colour teal as the English, it's Diakusi! And on the east side of the map, playing in the colour green as the French, it's Killer Pigeon! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to French Pass. And of course, playing French on French Pass is mandatory, at least for us gamers out there. Diakusi, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you're from, but I'm not impressed, to say the least. No, actually, I am quite impressed. Diakusi, for anybody wondering, is Conk 3. I have confirmed he did reach Conqueror 3, and therefore he is a certified gamer. Killer Pigeon, on the other hand, for anybody wondering, it is indeed that Killer Pigeon, the royal caster from the Red Bull Waterloo. So I'll leave a link in the description to where you can watch his channel live over on Twitch. He does stream sometimes, so go over, say good day from me. But of course, let's get into the action. He is quite the gamer as well. Now, we've seen trade before from Killer Pigeon. Do we dare see trade again today from Killer Pigeon? I think that's going to be the big question for me, because this is the map to do it. If you're going to trade, this map is begging for it. You know that song? I really don't like it, and I'm not going to sing it, but it's a song about begging, and it's just like, this is the song that's playing in my head right now as I'm begging you to please trade on this map. It's just like, it is the perfect map. You wall here, you wall here, you throw a wall down, a bit of a wall across here, and you've got yourself a very nice blocked in corner. And then, of course, you throw a wall across here and then a wall across here, and you're all good to go. So, do we see trade? That's going to be the question. Killer Pigeon opening up with not a lot of villagers on food, but quite a lot of villagers on gold. And that is interesting. Does he suspect that there's going to be men-at-arms play early on, and that's why he's doing this? Because if that's the case, that might be a good read, but unfortunately it's not. English not going to be opting for any early aggression here. Instead, just going to be looking to play it stock standard. Now, Diakusi's gone for a very big scouting path. Now, I don't always agree with this. The only reason I'd ever agree with this is if you got access to a couple of more sheep and sent them back to your town center ahead of time. And I'm going to call out Diakusi now. I think he might... Oh, he's got 3 sheep in there. He might have been okay. Oh, this is going to be close. You know what? I think he's in trouble. I think he's definitely in trouble. Oh, Diakusi, you're very far away. Now, this is one of the things that I tell people whenever I'm coaching on Patreon, which I do. Never mind. There is a... Oh. I'm just gonna keep my mouth quiet. He manages to get up to feudal age, and he lives life, and he prospers. What an absolute Giga Chad right there, Diakusi. Absolutely calculated. He knew what he was doing. There, it wasn't even close. I wonder how many sheep he started off. I think he probably had 4. So the initial one, the starting 2, and then probably came out in this direction and sent one back. That's probably what happened. But he has got himself an absolute haul on the way in through. Picking up that 12th sheep now. He's having a great time. But yeah, one of the things I often tell people when I'm coaching them over on Patreon, and by the way, we've got to work out this. This is definitely not a Conqueror 3 mechanic, that's for sure. It is be careful with your scouting paths, because you essentially have a scouting path that you go and you do a loop and then you come back. This is a really big loop, and I wouldn't recommend this. This is definitely an advanced level loop. A closer loop would be like through the middle. That would be a bit more reasonable, where you'd pick up this sheep, you'd come through the middle like that. Maybe look to pick up any other sheep that do spawn through here. Unfortunately, not a lot. Maybe we've got Killer Pigeon who's already been through, and we do see now a Chamber of Commerce going to be coming down for KP as well here. Now, interestingly, KP, I'm not sure if he understands exactly how the trade works, or maybe he just doesn't like it, or maybe, yeah, there's a specific reason. But not going to be putting the Chamber of Commerce in the corner. Didn't go for any markets in the corner either last time. So maybe he looks to do that this game. We'll have to wait and see. Nice little opening here, but I want to focus over on Diakusi, because he's going to be opening with a second town center, and I love, like, this is, I'm sorry, but this is, this is so funny. I can't believe Diakusi is Conk 3, and he's doing this. He's long distance stone mining with this. I mean, this is very, very bold. I would have been more tempted to put the mining camp smack bang in the middle. That way, at least you're getting like a 1-for-1 here. But the age up does come through. No sign of any longbows at this point in time. And villagers now going to be moving off from stone. This was 100% intentional. I can't believe a Conqueror 3 player just did this. That is not... I don't know if that's part of the build. I can't help but feel like the walking distance there is just totally not worth it. But I don't know, man. Maybe Diakusi's got something up his sleeve that we're just not ready for. Over on the other side of the map, though, we do see with that Chamber of Commerce that we've got a bunch of upgrades going to be coming through. Forestry going to be the first one to kick it off. Expect to see... Oh, Oh, I thought that was a villager. It's always going to be hard to tell when it's the colors on this minimap. There we go. There's a villager moving out. Look at this. Duyukusi coming in, pushing back all of those deer. So cheeky. And look, oh my lord, Killer Pigeon decided to bring the absolute army towards his position. Will he be looking for the survival techniques upgrade? Could also be thinking, oh my god, look at Duyukusi being so damn cheeky right here. And of course leaves the wolf there to guard. But very, very nicely played by Duyukusi. Very annoying to deal with that as well. The consequence of going... Yeah, look, a second mill gets thrown down here. To be honest, not a huge loss for Killer Pigeon because it's only 25 wood. So it's not a huge investment. But we do see now, we've got survival techniques. We've got the wheelbarrow. And maybe we even have horticulture come through on this mill. Is this the triple mill play? Does he actually do this? If he does this, this is Giga Chad level stuff. Because this wouldn't have been possible otherwise. Okay, he's not going to do it. I was going to say this is impressive stuff. But we do see now that Chamber of Commerce coming out with the first of the traders. Still yet to make a move on those. Second town center coming up for Duyukusi. Does he look for any more? It doesn't look like it. And I think he might be rallying out to gold. So if Duyukusi is doing the right thing with this opening, what he should be looking to do is go straight into a fast castle from here. He's got a lot of villagers on wood though, so my suspicion is maybe he's going to be looking to throw down some farms next to his town center with a mill. He's also got a really nice spot here. I think this is the perfect space as well. You want 6 tiles just so that you can maximize the amount of farms that you've got, but instead going at the front of his base. Okay, so for anybody wondering, when it comes to placing a mill, where is a good spot? The front of your base, not a good spot, because if your enemy comes in with some archers, they're just going to idle you. Or if they come in with a knight, they're just going to hit you straight away and you've got to move them. So where is the best place for you to put down your mills, your farms? It's in the back of your base. That's the best spot for you. And you want to put your production towards the front. That way it's closer to your enemy. But we do see the first of the outposts coming down for Duyukusi as well. Looking to prevent any raids from coming in. Not really. Looking to scout out any raids mainly. That's going to be his MO. Over on the other side of the map though, we do see we've now got that first stable up for Killer Pigeon, and we've got rallied towards the base of his opponent. The very first knight, soon to come out. Traders are on the way. Has he picked up that idle trader? It does look like he did pick up that idle trader. And we've got, how much? I'm going to go 97. Ooh, 88. Okay, 88 gold here coming out from Killer Pigeon. So sitting on a little bit over what an unupgraded villager would bring in. But remember, these villagers are upgraded. They've got their wheelbarrow, and they're probably going to have their specialized picks soon. So ideally, we want to be trading the full length of the map here. Scout on scout action. Some of the more family-friendly action that you'll see on the internet. Let's just say that much. They've got their shivs out, but hey, it's a lot less... You know what? I'm just going to stop right there. I've been demonetized already this week multiple times. I'm not going to let it happen again. Let's move away from that one quickly. But we do see the farms now coming down in the back of the base for Duyukusi. And I think for me, the big question is, do you look to go for upgrades or do you just go straight castle? And I feel like the answer should be just go straight castle. Don't mess around getting wheelbarrow, horticulture, double broadaxe. Just go straight castle. Get to the castle, get that third town center up, and start spamming out those knights. That's what's going to be the big thing. Now, does he actually... He could look for a white tower. I would not be surprised to see white towers come out. I think white tower is unironically, I think it's probably the best landmark that you can have now as the English in Castle Age. Even though we got buffs on the King's Palace, I still think the white tower is actually insanely good. But we'll have to wait and see, because who knows? Maybe the theory and the test are 2 different things. Longbow's looking to be a little bit defensive here on the front line. 8 villagers on gold is a lot. That is a Castle Age's worth of gold collecting villagers. That is for sure. And I love the fact that these 3 longbows, or these 2 longbows, are warding off double knight attacks over here. Duyukusi able to defend once again. Doesn't look like there's any palings on the ground. Palings? Palings. I got it right. But you can see why it's so hard to attack an English player. I mean, you've got an outpost and a town center with 3 longbows, and he's able to hold off the 2 knights without really breaking a sweat. So well played here from Duyukusi on the defensive, and the farm transition's well and truly coming through as well. So he's ticking all the boxes. Killer Pigeon on the other side of the map. Let's check in with him and see how he's doing, as he's got a total of 6 traders now. Where is he getting that 6th one from? I guess he's making a trader in there. So you only get 6 traders from your free techs, or from your economic techs. You can technically get a 7th one through the professional scouts, but that is an expensive trader to make. But now Killer Pigeon, I mean, he's keeping up with the villager count, so that's not terrible. The question's going to be whether he's able to pull anything out of this Castle Age, because as the Royal Institute goes down, there's not a whole lot of knights out on the field at this point. So maybe I'm thinking, like, if you're going up to castle this early on one base French, it might not even be worth going Royal Institute. Like, it might actually just better to go Guildhall. But then I guess you don't really want to be playing against the English in Imperial. Maybe if you can potentially lead them on your village account, but then you're up against 3 TC English. Well, what's likely to be 3 TC English? And we do have the age up about to come through. Which option does he go? I would suspect King's Palace. It seems to be the standard play, and it is going to be King's Palace in the back of the base. So pulling away with that one. And not opting towards stables, instead going for barracks. So going to be looking for some Spearman production here today from Diakusi. So looking to play a little bit of a feudal age composition here, despite heading into the castle age. King's Palace could potentially be found out. Killer Pigeon only with vision on the front line. And we've got a knight coming around the back. Beautiful little control groups he's got, or rather waypoints. Unfortunately, it's going to be a swing and a miss, though. And walls now coming up for Killer Pigeon. Exactly what he needs to do. The problem that he's going to have is that I feel like he just hasn't invested enough in the trade economy. I feel like if you'd thrown down a market up in the corner here, you got that full map trade going, maybe thrown down another couple markets in this corner and really started getting your trade going crazy, then we could have been talking. We could have been talking serious cash. But it seems today that KP going to be playing a little bit more conservatively. And into 3 TCs, this is dangerous. This is the exact same circumstances that we saw when he played up against the Abbasid dynasty. And it's going to be pretty much like the same style of play here. So now that the age up comes through from Diakusi, we get to see what he looks to go into from here. We'll ride on board with him for a little bit as he goes for a massive wall to the north of the map. Looking to just secure that back door, make sure that it's going to be okay. And Spear's going to be looking to repel any potential knights, like this one, running through the berries and deer. And now with that third town center, Diakusi going to be absolutely rocketing up on that village account. On the other side of the map, but the KP, is he still making traders? No, it's just going to be the 7 traders. Monastery coming through. So looking to pick up relics. Definitely a wise choice from him. Though a lot of the relics favored towards Diakusi's side. He's got 1, 2 up on this north side that will be behind the walls. And a third one within reach of this outpost. So once again, Diakusi going to be having a nice little advantage there. Unfortunate for KP going for those early relics and not going to be able to really capitalize. When it comes to the Royal Institute, we do see Cantled Saddles has been picked up by Killer Pigeon. And now more units going to be moving towards the middle of the map. Right on board with our English player. Another nice little wall around the backside here. Upgrade starting to come through, looking for lumber preservation. Have we picked up horticulture? It doesn't. Please don't tell me we don't have horticulture. Diakusi. How many villages do you have on food? 23 villages on food. You can surely justify horticulture. And there it is. Coming through now. Beautiful timing there, Diakusi. I love saying his name. I could say it all day. I feel like I'm saying like a Japanese MotoGP rider's name. I'm trying to think now. Who is am I just thinking of like Kawasaki or something? It's probably that. But you know what? I am a MotoGP fan, or at least I used to be a MotoGP fan. Not as much anymore. I tell you what. I used to go down to Phillip Island in here in Australia. And I've never been so cold in my life. And I just remember thinking, why am I not at home watching this on the TV? Why am I here? It's so cold. I'm so miserable. It was like, it's freezing because like, it's so cold down there and it's right on the ocean. So, and it's up quite high. So the wind is just incredible when you sit up high in these stands and it's like, man, like I'm an introvert. I want to be inside where it's warm, playing video games and watching TV. I don't want to be out here. Like, and I never went again. It was good fun. It was good fun. I do like my motorsports. I like the Formula 1 as well. I think the Formula 1 is absolutely great. I know that there's a lot of Formula 1 fans. And I think it's great seeing that the Formula 1 has really started to expand over towards the US market as well. So that is nice to see. But look at this, what we've got coming out from Diakusi. It's actually going to be spear crossbow combo. And I'm loving this. This is a combo that I've theorized about plenty of times before as one of the strongest combinations that you can get at the moment with the English. And this is primarily because of the change to the council hall. And we can see that he's got the crossbowman coming through now. So it just basically means you have access to a lot more tempo with this combination. And you've got a lot more, a lot stronger of a push that can come out. And that's exactly what we've got through Diakusi right now. And this is going to effectively counter any kind of knight aggression and absolutely destroy the concept or the combo of Arbitrary and Knight. It just absolutely destroys it. Now, I think if you probably get that Pavis shield out, it could maybe change things up. You can see they do a fair bit of damage, but they're outnumbered by quite a bit. And there's the Pavis shield coming through. Longbowmen are going to be added in here just to help out a little bit, but Knights moving through on the front. Going to be pretty irrelevant, though. It's the new combo coming out for the English as we enter into the cinematic mode, and the Knights on the front side are going to be looking to go through it. I don't think these guys have picked up their Royal Bloodlines, though I do hear an upgrade coming through. I'm just going to quickly check. Was that Royal Bloodlines? No, it wasn't the Royal Bloodlines, so they're not going to be super duper strong, but you can see just how good that combination is. The crossbows together with the spears. This is the new English death comp that we've seen. So this is actually a composition that beats out the crossbow knight that is the other really good composition from the English. Now, the reason why it will eventually lose is because if you add in longbows, then you can deal with it quite easily. And there's no easy counter to that other than the mangonel, which you can then add in sprinkles. It's complex, but this theoretically is a very good composition that you can be running. And I would... You know, we could probably rate, like, the English compositions, and this would be an S tier composition. Like, I think Spear Crossbow is just such a great comp, and it really gets buffed by the fact that English like to play that defensive style, so they've got access to network of castles, network of citadels, and you can look to try and push your enemy with that, the same way that the Mongols can do it with their outpost as well, because it means that you're kind of playing defensive into your own outposts. So I think that's definitely a position that Diakusi could take, but he's up 36 villagers at the moment, 3 town centers. He could be looking for an Imperial at any stage as well. All he needs to do is move a couple of villagers over to gold, and he's going to be A-okay here. And he's got... How many villas are we talking on gold at the moment? 11. Not really an Imperial amount's worth of gold villagers. But let's check in over with his opponent and see exactly how Killer Pigeon's doing. At the moment, he's on 8 traders. Only starting to make more traders now, and I can't help but feel like this may have come a bit too late. Sitting on 61 economic units... We do see a mangonel coming out, and I do like this from KP. It makes a lot of sense. It really does come down to siege when you're looking to fight an enemy running a composition like this. You do have to be careful, though. Keeping your units so close to the front of the gate. There's always the potential for villagers to come through, drop an outpost, or maybe a scout to move up, and you can be quite vulnerable. Up towards the north, we hear those relics getting taken in. Let's take a look at the transition to farms as the blacksmith finally gets thrown down for our English player. I take it back. That is a market. Where's the blacksmith? There's the blacksmith. Do we have +2s? Yeah, we got +2 ranged armor. Never mind me. I'm just a drongo. Keep getting thrown down in the middle here. How many vills have we got on food? 42 vills. Remember what I was talking about? That Imperial amount's worth of villagers? Just don't have it on gold. Once we get enough villagers on gold, we're going to be heading imp. And this is such a crazy good composition on the defensive as well. Like, you are in so much trouble if you try and push underneath a keep or an outpost and your enemy's got this composition, because they can just run rings around you so effectively with their crossbowmen. Single knight in the north of the map. Stonewall immediately thrown down behind it by Diakusi. Really nice response there. Whether he's going to have enough villagers to do it, though. Only the 3 vills heading out for it, and it's going to take some time. Looks like they're going to be repairing up the stone wall first, or rather the palisade walls, and then 3 more vills coming through. He could look to picket fence the stone wall. No, he's just going to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Wiser words never spoken. 1 vill to repair, 2 vills to wall, and a couple to back him up. And relic in the north of the map now getting picked up as well. And we do have an imp coming through any second. Does he look for a Berkshire? Could look through for a Berkshire on the other sacred site in the north. Look to defend down here on the south with his army and then go Berkshire in the north. That could be an option for him. The other option obviously is just Wingard, which is by far the better option. But you can never count Diakusi out. He is our Japanese MotoGP rider and also our Conqueror 3 English player. These villagers are suspect. I'm going to say it right now. These are very suspect villagers. I've got a sneaking suspicion we might see a Berkshire on the sacred site in the north of the map. Where is it? Show me, Diakusi. Click the button, Diakusi. I know you want to do it. Don't hold out on me like this. A single knight coming through. There it is. I knew it. I know. When I see those villagers, I know exactly what's going through your mind, Diakusi. I've been Conqueror 3 before. Oh gosh, what an interesting play though from Diakusi. So basically saying, you shall not pass and you shall not have this sacred site. Interestingly puts the Berkshire quite far away from the sacred site, so it's not within Boiling Oil's range. So I probably would have liked it right next to the sacred site, so if any units do go on the sacred site there, they get burned by the Boiling Oil. So that's always one thing to consider. But still a very interesting factor. Now Killer Pigeon on the south side of the map. Going to be looking to push up with his units. We see walls coming in, more walls coming in, and look at the mangonels. What are you guys doing? Oh, he's got them all control group together. Battering ram moving through. How many units have we got out here for the Yakusi? A lot of spearmen. We're going to enter into the cinematic mode right now because this is the time to fight for KP. He needs to push through now. The problem that he's going to have is that keep. With that keep being up and Imperial about to come through, it means that the elite status on these units is going to be almost instantaneous. He needs to make sure that he pushes and tries to get through immediately. And there's the Imperial Age now coming through from Diakusi. Killer Pigeon just chilling out for the moment, not really looking to push. The second battering ram going to be joining the party. He's able to get around these walls. Battering rams could look to tank up the damage if Diakusi doesn't switch it out. Do we see the upgrades coming through for Diakusi? Indeed we do. Elite upgrades on the Spearman. Enclosures. No elite crossbowmen just yet, though. One thing to note. Armor cladding also coming in. Mangonel's looking to roll up the rear. Springwood in placement. On this keep. And I suspect we're probably going to see Trebs come out. That's going to be the easiest way for you to deal with this keep. And all the walls get deleted. Diakusi's going in. He says it's time. And the Mangonels turn around looking to take out their entire loads, but unfortunately only hit the crossbow, or the Spearman in the front. Pavi's shield's going to be going down, and good game gets called. The Killer Pigeon doesn't even wait out the fight. He says, that's too many units. You're too far ahead of me in tech, and your economy's absolutely insane. Fellas, go and check out Killer Pigeon. I'm going to leave a link in the description of where you can watch him live. I tell you what, I'm loving this English combo. I think this could be the next big thing. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.